Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are we all doing? We are on episode 9 of the Scottish Bodybuilding Podcast. Now, you might be wondering, why am I introing this and not our Mexican counterpart? And that is because Taylor is away in Coventry because he has a client competing today. So it's just me and the big tanned dog. We've got
Captain
Calvin.
Milano Tan.
How are we doing, Calvin? You good?
I'm doing good. I can't believe, just as you said there, episode number 9. Jesus.
I know.
This has been by rapid.
That was with a fucking 6-week hiatus that we all took because we were like, we're all busy. So we just all fucked
Wrap
it
it
off.
up. People have been complimenting the frequency of the podcast, but people have been like, that's me, I like it, boys, a little bit more frequency, because people are enjoying it. Do you know what I mean?
It seems to be going down well. We do want to try and get the views and the subscribers and stuff up, even though it technically only benefits Taylor because it's on his YouTube channel. So please do make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you get all that shit done. Okay? Because we're going to keep producing bangers, right? Always. Bangers forever.
It ain't stopping.
But you got to do us a favour. Return the favour for us.
Help us out.
I know. But
Help us
hopefully,
out,
also Taylor was also down the road because his fiancée Jo was competing. So well done to Jo. She was fantastic.
First place.
Fantastic. First place in her
First
class.
place.
And then an overall into the overall for the.
She looked good in overall.
Yeah.
So
that was a stacked.
But it looked as if there was about 9 or 10 girls in the overall.
Yeah. So funny because she's obviously in the shortest class, so you could see the overall photo and she's this tiny wee thing. It's so funny, man. And I'm pretty sure at one point she was next to probably one of the tallest girls. Ones. And you're like, fuck, it's mad, isn't
tiny
it?
Jo, and shit.
Yeah, it's madness. But
She
Jo did awesome.
She looked insane, so she did.
But anyway, Calvin, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks? Talk to us, big
What
dog.
have I been doing? Busy as usual, but loving it. It's been photo shoots galore, actually. I've had.
You're turning into a bit of a photo shoot expert, aren't you? It's almost like you open a gym and all of a sudden people are wanting to take photos.
It's so good. Do you know, I was actually fucking driving to the gym this morning. It was I think I was heading over about 7 o'clock this morning to the gym for the photo shoot. And I was like, this is fucking amazing, having this gym to be able to do all these photo shoots in. Do you know what I mean? It's like a dream come true. So it is. I was actually just driving to the gym this morning. I was like, sometimes you get so overwhelmed in how busy you are. And you just ultimately kind of look at it as like it's task after task after task. But see, if you actually sit back, I was like, my life is fucking great. Do you know that? I was actually just driving to the gym this morning, running on about 4 hours sleep as I was at a barbecue last night. Shout out Chris and Becky got us up for a barbecue. You know Chris? Granite. Chris Shield.
Ah, nice.
They had us up for a barbecue, which was good. But I obviously had to go up. Sam wakes up. Shout out Sam as well, whose photo shoot it was this morning. Shout out his missus also. Maria, I want to say, but it's spelt differently. I never caught it quite right.
Exotic Maria.
An exotic Maria, aye.
Okay.
Like a
like
kind of
that.
Spanish sort of.
like that.
It's a Spanish sort of Maria. She was lovely. And young Dylan, his wee boy as well, they came to the gym. But Sam's
class.
up at 3 a.m. The guy's ex-military, so he's just
He's just
he was ready to
He's
the
up,
bone.
he's made his bed. He's fucking ready to go. Whatever.
First win of the day, make your bed.
Are you do you have that with a lot of your clients? Because I think I've actually been really lucky. So the 3 people that I've prepped so far, they've actually not been getting up at the arse crack of dawn.
Do you get up before them?
Quite a lot of the time, yeah.
That's nice.
I'm up and about and I'm like, oh, nice. Because, look, if they were getting up at 4 a.m. and checking in, I'd set an alarm to get up and then go back to sleep for a bit. But I've been really lucky, man. Lucas slept in. Good. Apart from show day texted me at 4:30 being like, bro, you awake? I was like, no. Because you've not been awake at this time the whole of prep. So why the fuck would I be awake now? Generally, she was probably the one that was up consistently the earliest.
Aye.
And then Nick sends her photos at pretty much 7:30 every morning.
Perfect.
So it works out perfectly.
Aye. I like being up.
You got a few early risers that are
just Sam, man, and I thought I was an early riser. I'm usually
You're
up
up at the arse crack of dawn, to be fair,
usually 4:30, but Sam sending checkers over at 3 a.m. I'm like, Sam, it's the middle of the night. But it's okay because the structure of his day, his meal timing and all that stuff, he doesn't need these adjustments until.
It also means he probably goes to bed at fucking 7 p.m. You know,
it's
what I mean?
I think it's 8:30. He goes to bed at 8:30. His missus was saying the day, but I was like, so he's up early before me, so he is. And I always like it when I'm up before the client, so I can have a wee look, see where they're at, wait for it coming in. But when you're straight out of bed, you're like, right, looking at the body weight pictures, trying to get your brain cells flowing so you can make the correct adjustments. But we made it work anyway.
The thing is, right, I think there's unrealistic expectations in the industry that, you have to get back to a client within 10 seconds or that's it. And don't get me wrong, they shouldn't be waiting hours for a response, especially if they're on prep.
100%.
But if you're waiting an hour because you're like, hold on, let me look at this and let me fuck about with this. And like, I don't think, I mean, I certainly, when I was on prep, and I mean, Cuba was always up at the arse crack of dawn. But like, there was times I was waiting a couple of hours for a response, and I'm like, that's cool.
It's
Like,
not the end of the world. You know what you're going to be doing. Do you know what I mean? You typically know what you're going to be doing. I'm getting
it's not like everything's going to change all of a sudden.
No.
Like, just go out, do your
100%.
fasted expenditure. You know, by the time you come back, you've probably got your adjustments. You're all good.
100%, man.
I think people do stress about, like, don't get me wrong, if you can get a check-in back to somebody in 5 minutes, that's mint. Like, they'll love that. But at the same time, it's not a race.
100%. It's you, especially if you're racing out as well. You don't want to make like incorrect adjustments. Just being like, oh, take that, take this. It's good to be able to analyse it, look over it, and then make sure it's correct, and then ship it out. But you're absolutely right, man. I think there's definitely something behind that nowadays where people think it needs to be like almost instantaneous.
There seems to be this like
they're just out their bed. They can wait an hour to know what they're going to be eating. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
and if you're on prep, realistically, you're pushing your meals back anyway. You know, you're pushing
100%.
Your meals back.
Like, that fasting window's happening.
You're probably wanting to fast till about 11, 12. You know, if you're especially like females, I find like you know, their food is like dust, man. It's like there's nothing there. It's
just
like
salads.
They're not wanting to have their first lettuce leaf at fucking 8 a.m. They're wanting to push that shit all the way back.
Don't break the fast with a lettuce leaf. But to be fair, Sam actually trains first thing in the morning, so I always like the night before, I'm like, right, you're going to have this pre-workout meal, like on his carb load there. I was like, I want you to take a sleeve of Snacker Jack rice cakes and a sleeve of like Rice Krispie square bars with you to work. If I'm up a wee bit, tiny bit later than you, and you're already away, I can just tell you add this to that and you add that. So it's another good way of going about it. Yeah,
if you do have someone that trains first thing, that is a shout. Have you ever been a first thing in the morning?
I used to be when I was on the sites. I used to be up at 4 in the morning, so I didn't tell actually Sam time. 3:30 I was up in the morning.
Oof, demon time.
Demon hour, middle of the night. I would get ready, have my drive to Pure Gym, which was next to my building site, go and train. So I would head over to the building site for 6:30 in the morning, start working on the building site to 5 o'clock at night, go back to the gym in the evening to do my cardio and abs, drive home, study my PT course, and go to bed at like 10 o'clock at night.
Your story's actually pretty mad, to be fair.
So don't make excuses, motherfuckers.
Oh, there's plenty of excuses going about. Like, I remember hearing your like sort of background for the first time when we were at Ross Irving's gym. We had that like mentorship thing on, and you spoke, and I was like, your fucking story is wild. Like,
I appreciate that.
The way that things have sort of all transpired, and now you own a fucking gym.
Same with yourself as well, but reflect on yours.
My fucking story is way less exciting than yours.
No, yours is good as well. Everybody's is different.
I feel like yours is very much like from humble beginnings. Mine is just from beginnings. In the beginning.
I was poor, basically just said I was poor.
Nah, but yours was like fucking like jobs. Like, I've got a lot of respect for people that do manual fucking jobs.
Horrific.
And can do bodybuilding. Because like, I've had a semi-manual job, and we're going to be doing a Q&A as well, by the way. We've got questions, so shout out to you all for the questions. And one of the questions actually asked me about like caddying. And like, that's a physical job.
Oh, mate,
but
that's
like,
a craft.
Look at like Ali Brown.
Scaffolder.
Fucking scaffolder. Like, if you're working on the fucking sites, like, that shit's fucking hard yards, man.
It was horrific.
And then to be at a point now, like, I'm sure 5+ years ago, you think, oh, well, now I've got 100+ clients and I own a gym and I've got this and I've got that. You're probably thinking, right, okay. Do you know what I mean?
How has this happened?
I think Taylor would probably be the same.
It's mad,
You know, like with his background. And I mean, him and I have more like similar. Where we both went to uni. He started working a job, I was working a job, and then we sort of ended up coaching. But
I was street scum.
Street scum.
Bricky's labourer.
I wouldn't go that far. It's a shame on the street scum.
Is that true?
Fuck's sake.
I'm a stage below them.
Oh, fuck.
When they got...
But you've been... So you were actually at a photo shoot this morning.
Aye.
And pretty much for the last 2 weekends you've had photo shoots.
I had Lindsay. Shout out Lindsay, my darling. She's done a wee off-season thing. The off-season. So she was like, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. Why the hell not? And I was like, good, because I like to do this as well. This is something I always do, say, do a photo shoot whenever the hell you want. I know the ideal circumstances behind a photo shoot is getting as shredded as you possibly can, but it doesn't always need to be that way. See, if you're like, oh, I want to do a photo shoot and maybe you don't want to diet, do it in your off season. Do it if you're on a maintenance block, off season, diet, whatever.
Ain't no way I'd be doing a photo shoot right now. I look like a no. I'm not going to. No.
Blair should do an off season photo shoot. Let's go.
No,
do it.
No, I'm making a conscious effort to be less negative about myself.
Good.
So I'm stopping myself before I talk shit. Right. Even though we all love when I talk shit about myself, I ain't fucking doing it.
Do you want?
And we are going to touch on that, aren't we?
I was going to say, well, listen.
Do you want me to just roll into it?
Mate, I've been doing a few photo shoots onto you.
All right, okay.
Touch on drowning out the negativity.
As many of you will probably be aware, I'm very negative about myself, specifically when it comes to my own bodybuilding. right? I believe in myself as a coach to a very, very high standard and to a very high degree. I've invested a lot of money to be as good as I am, and I really do believe in myself on that front. But I have no confidence whatsoever when it comes to my own bodybuilding. So I've actually started working with a sports psychologist.
Amazing.
Now, no, I don't think I'm going to be Phil Heath. I don't think I'm going to win Olympiads. You know, I'm not going to be winning Olympic golds and fucking, you know, I'm not Michael Jordan. But Yet, that's true. I can fucking shoot some threes, bro. I can shoot some threes. But I think one area that I've never looked into, you know, I know about nutrition. I know about drugs. I know about training. I know, and I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I know a lot about these things because you invest money and time into them.
100%.
I've never invested money into my mindset. I've never invested money into my mental well-being when it comes to these things.
And now, it's potentially the most important thing when you think about it.
It drives everything.
It drives everything.
If you look at somebody pre-stage, right, and they're stressing out, well, that's your mind running away from you, and all of a sudden that impacts the look.
You look like shit.
So, is there something to be said for if I can touch on the sports psychology element and try and get that confidence back in myself as a bodybuilder?
Bring forward a better physique.
Will it bring forward a better package? Now,
so.
Like, do I think I'm one of the worst amateurs going? No. But, like, I've not really been able to see myself, you know, when you see people in first call-outs, top threes, winning shows, I've never really seen myself there because I'm just like, I just don't think I can. So that limiting belief sort of transpires into everything. So I started working with a guy. He's actually from down this way somewhere. I don't know exactly where.
We're in Airdrie.
We're in Airdrie, but he's like from Central Belt somewhere. Remember, anywhere south of Aberdeen, I've got no idea. So he's down here. I've got a call every week, initially every week, and then we'll move it to once every 2, and then once every 4 potentially. But my main issue is that sort of self-belief, like, and the negativity that I say about the things I say about myself. You know, like when I say that I'm a shit bodybuilder, like whether I'm trying to get a laugh out of people or not,
you're meaning that towards yourself.
It's not untrue. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not. It's because I believe it. You know, and don't get me wrong, we all make jokes and we all say things that we don't necessarily believe. But if I'm going to keep banging on about the fact that I'm a shit bodybuilder, even if I don't believe it, it eventually becomes a bit of a reality.
Yeah, 100%. Shit like that turns into existence because you've told yourself enough, which I think is ludicrous. Because honestly, stand here now, I think you've got a cracking physique. So you do. Yeah, 100% do.
I'm intrigued to see where the limits lie.
That was a victory right there. Anytime I've said that to you before, you've went, yeah, the king of second call-outs, or if I could wear my T-shirt on stage. And that time you said, thank you, I appreciate it. You're accepting the compliments.
So this week's challenge was actually every time I think of something negative, I have to like note it down. And I have to write it down. So far, honestly, I haven't actually been that negative this week. And I think it's because I had that initial call. That I don't think things have been particularly negative. But for example, I'll be able to say on a couple of occasions during the podcast, I was going to say something and I didn't. Right? So it's also, what's my other task? I have 2 tasks. One is to like almost call myself out when I'm being negative, but the other one is to try and like really note down and figure out why I'm doing this in the first place. Now, when I spoke to Elliot, who's the guy that I'm working with, he mentioned that based on what I'm saying, he's like, you don't do it for other people's validation. You definitely do it for yourself.
Right.
Because I mentioned something about I haven't posted a physique update on Instagram since February, right? Because...
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been since February. I haven't posted anything about my physique. Mostly because when I hurt my back, my physique sort of like fell apart a little bit, and like it's coming back, and I'm actually really happy with the position that I'm in, all things considered. But I'm not happy enough yet. So I'm doing a diet at the moment, and I will post it when my diet's done.
Good.
But right now, I'm like, no, I don't need to. I don't need to display my physique.
No, you're absolutely right. And don't look at it in a negative light, as if I'm not doing it because I don't like myself. I just don't want to.
I don't remember the last time I went into a gym, trained, and then had a look at myself post-workout. I don't remember the last time I, when you go into a mirror and you look at yourself. Like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I don't bodybuild because I want to. Well, obviously, it's because I want to look good, right?
Of course.
Because we want the end result on the stage.
Absolutely.
But like, if I could never see my physique again, I'd still train. You know, and I think that goes to show that for me, it's not I'm not looking for like, it's not an extrinsic motivator.
You just love to get in the gym and get after it. Makes you feel good.
I like lifting weights and I like feeling good. And don't get me wrong, I like looking good, but I need to get to a point where I'm not obsessing about the fact that I'm not good enough here and I'm not good enough there.
100%. I think it's the comparison as well can definitely be a factor as well. See, when you were saying at the beginning there about maybe looking at people who you see in first call-outs, that's the thing. Obviously, they people were in a spot at one time as well, but it's just a comparison of like athletes these days as well. And listen, Lindsay will tell you, like she will tell you, maybe don't see it on Instagram or whatever else. I fucking hate the way I look as well. Do you know that way? I'm like constantly, and I think that's stemmed from maybe previously, like maybe what happened with you on stage, something happened with me ages ago on stage as well, and it kind of knocks your confidence.
That's actually maybe something to touch on, because we know a lot of people that are probably getting into shows for the first time, and
don't let that dictate to your career as a bodybuilder.
Calvin voice noted me the other day, and when I told him about the sports psychologist, and he was like, I think that show that you did really impacted you mentally.
Well, I seen the pictures from it, like properly. I've never, because I didn't really know you at that time, but I properly had a look at the pictures. I think you posted them last week or something like that.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Maybe it's time to run it back.
Yeah.
Yes, come on. And I was like, look, fucking mega, insane.
Yeah,
like
so
ridiculous, inside out.
And the thing is, I was actually really happy with the look. Now, bearing in mind that I came to Cuba halfway through prep, so he didn't have much like
to play with,
to do. He was just like, go hard,
just
and I was
going.
like, sick.
Keep going.
I do feel like I got overlooked.
Absolutely.
And it sort of deflates confidence a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think I should have won the show. Like, there were some good guys in that lineup. But I prepped for 27 weeks. I got looked at for a minute and a half. You know, and then they shuffled us all off stage. I think I came off the stage. I mean, you weren't there at the time. There was a lot of people that came through. And, like, I was great after the show. Like, I was I was happy. I was appreciative that everybody was there. But I think deep down, it was something that I was a bit like, that kind of stung a little bit, which is never a nice feeling, especially when you work that hard. But I wasn't going to be bitter about it.
No,
but it's just
that's
disappointing. But I think 2.5 years later, it's still kind of a year and a half. Yeah, it was October 23, so coming up to 2 years. You know, I think it still does eat away at me a little bit. That I think I definitely should have done more shows. I don't know why I did one and stopped. I think that was dumb. I should have done more. Because even if I then did another PCA show, it might have been a quieter class. You might have got more of a look. You might have got bumped into a top 3. Like, you know, like that would have then rebuilt the confidence back up a bit. So I shouldn't have just done one. But
do you think it was the impact of that show and how it kind of made you feel with the kind of call out and stuff like that stopped you from doing another one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think fuck this.
I think looking back, it was really a case of, well, I'm clearly not good enough, so I best get back to work then. Instead of like, hold on, I could be stood in front of different judges on 100%. A different day with a different look. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I do think looking back that it was probably that sort of kickstarted a lot of this. Now, don't get me wrong, I've always been a little bit self-deprecating. I've always had that sort of weird sense of humor where like I make fun of people and I make fun of myself because that's just the way I was brought up. But again, the more that you talk shit about yourself, the more that starts to become true, and the more it becomes a reality. And I need to get out of that. So, sports psychologist every week, every couple of weeks. It's something that I'm very open in speaking
good
about.
For you, man. I think a lot of people can relate to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that when we take a sport as seriously as we do, it's important to.
You need to look after this as well.
Yeah, you need to look after what's going on up there. That's why we've got coaches. That's why we help people, because it's keeping that at ease. But like, this isn't something that I think I could speak to a coach about. I think this is something that needs
like professional sort of
someone to really like unpack it.
100%. Your coach, they can hype you up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't need hyped up. I need reality. You know, I need someone to be like, hey, look, things aren't as bad as you were fucking making them out to be. Like, maybe don't give yourself such a fucking hard time. And then try and find reasons as to why I feel the way I feel. So that's going to be my little.
Have you spoke to the psychologist yet, or is it starting next week?
Yeah, I spoke to Elliot. I had my first call with Elliot.
Did you tell him about the show
on Tuesday? Yeah, so
spoke to him.
We sort of started unpacking some stuff. I never actually. It's funny. The first person that mentioned the show was you. And then when
maybe I could be a sports psychologist. Don't want me.
Fire Elliot immediately.
You'll be worse.
Yeah, it was when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, you're probably right, to be fair. So you are probably right.
Stems from somewhere, doesn't it?
And I think one thing that was a bit of an alarm bell for me was like a lot of people that have watched the podcast mentioned that I was very negative about myself.
Aye.
And I was like, okay, I probably do need to stop then, because
I bet you so many people message you come the turn of this podcast saying about the sports psychology. I feel the same way. I'm maybe like that with myself. I could use some of that. Do you know what I mean? So hit Blair
Blair
up.
10. No, I'm just kidding.
Blair 10 for psychology.
But no, I think so much has gone well in my life in the last year. So many positives have happened. The business has grown. I've joined Pit Stop, become pals with all of you boys. Like, we're doing all this cool shit.
Beautiful.
And yet I still just don't have that final piece of the puzzle to drive me towards that thing. And I think if I can shift my mindset a little bit, I'm not saying it's going to turn me into a 300-pound peeled mutant, but it at least gives me the belief that I could potentially get there. And if I feel like I can get there, then there is a high chance that I can get to that point.
It all starts with self-belief. See, I've seen it with clients before. I've seen the transition when they actually start believing themselves. And it's ridiculous what they can actually start to achieve. They start shocking themselves with the work they put in, maybe for a period of time.
I believe in my guys and girls.
It's crazy.
Like,
because I do as well.
If they give me 100%, I fucking believe in them. I'm like, you can fucking do this.
Absolutely.
Of course you can do this.
100%, man.
But I'm like, why can I not do that for myself?
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Like, what is the
things you say as a coach? You don't apply it yourself. You need somebody to help you with that. Honestly, it's probably the hardest thing to do.
I'm such a big believer in reaching out and speaking to people, and like I've thought about doing therapy in the past as well. But I was like, I don't feel like I need to unpack it that deep. I feel like I just need to get my brain to a place where like the self-belief is there.
Definitely.
It's not like I grew up with parents that locked me in a cupboard and fucking told me I was worthless. Like, so that's not the reason I feel the way I feel.
That was my childhood.
I respect that. That's the way it should be done.
My mum and dad loved me.
Belts and all.
They done their best, but I turned out.
You've turned it all right, to be
sorry,
fair.
mum. Sorry, dad.
You've turned it all right. I wouldn't worry about that.
Not bad.
But yeah, I think it's the missing piece of the puzzle. I'm certainly hoping it's the missing piece of the puzzle. Because I'm not going to give up on bodybuilding.
No,
I'm not going to give up on it. I have considered it. I have considered stopping. But every time I consider stopping, I think, well, what the fuck else am I going to do?
Aye, you do this, you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're
because I'm not going to stop lifting weights, so then why would I stop
eating
bodybuilding?
Clean food and training.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I'm not going to just start eating McDonald's and smoking fags and fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen.
A 20-decker snout.
I'll be on those Marlboro Reds.
Do you call it snout in Aberdeen?
Nah.
No, snout, that's what we call it in Glasgow.
What the fuck's that?
Snout, cigarette.
Oh, nah.
Use a snout, no.
Nah. I've never even heard of that before.
No. Snout. No. Yeah, that's what we call it.
I learn something new every time I fucking come down here, you know that?
That's the Glaswegian patter.
Yes, sir.
But nah, I completely get you 100%. And then I think so many people are the same. Like when Taylor says things to me as well. Taylor's actually really helped with my self-belief. See, when I went to him, I said to him, look, man, I just want a bit of structure. I'm done with bodybuilding. I just want to get really fucking good at coaching, which I can obviously do alongside bodybuild as well. I will be always, actually somebody asked about this in a question as well, are you a coach before you're a bodybuilder or vice versa? I think you can definitely do the two of them, but one of them's potentially going to take a hit. Maybe the only person I see do this to a high degree of both is maybe somebody like Cuba. But for me, I'm definitely a coaching's first and then I'm a bodybuilder. I know that, and it's probably the age I'm at as well. Do you know
I think
what
it depends on the level that you're at, right? It's like, I'm not an IFBB pro, so it would be ridiculous for me to say that I'm a bodybuilder before I'm a coach. Like, what pays my bills? Coaching. Therefore, I'm a coach. It's like saying I'm an amateur golfer, like, I play golf twice a week, so I'm a golfer. It's like, well, are you a golfer or do you? Like, do you know what I mean?
We pay to do this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Like, when I go to PCA, they don't let me do it for free. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have to pay them money.
Compete.
So, as much as I love bodybuilding, I've already said, for example, you're probably the same. I will not sacrifice my clients' competitive goals in order to achieve mine. So,
I won't do that.
If my clients want to do a show, and that was the show I was planning on doing, I just won't do the show.
This is why I'm so, like, anybody who's asking me, are you doing 2026? I'm like, I really don't know, because I've got a lot of clients competing in 2026, so I do, and I'm like, if me prepping is going to hinder them, and I know I'll still show up, I'm more productive when I'm on prep and stuff like that, but what it would honestly be, I think the hardest part would be actually coming into the actual show day itself. For myself, I couldn't care, I'm excited to get on stage, but for my clients, I get fucking, like,
nervous.
Very nervous for them. Do you know what I mean? Try to keep them calm, have them all together. You're jumping about like a fucking maniac, trying to see every person, make sure this is right, make sure that's right. And I don't know if that would impact my look.
the biggest part I find is keeping them calm.
Aye, 100%.
And how are you keeping them calm when you're not really that calm?
Aye.
Like,
it's crazy.
It's a difficult scenario.
It's so hard,
to be
aye. But I don't know if I don't think they sense it off you. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember I said the stupidest thing. It was Kylie, actually. She was she was getting ready. So they mixed the fucking classes up at NFM UK. So they did. It was meant to be bikini, then men's physique, then bikini. And then they started saying bikini shot coming on the stage and all that. And I was like, the fuck, and I walked around to the side of the stage. Kylie's sitting, no shoes on, not glazed, not pumped up or nothing. And I walked around the side of the stage in this bikini shot. People are walking on. I was sort of run back and I was like, Kylie, you fucking there, go on stage right now, get your shoes on, blah, blah. And she's like, she started panicking. I mean, it's all right. I'm like, it's okay. They're not going to go on without you. Yes, they fucking are. They will go on with but I'm trying to calm her down.
Yeah.
And she's looking at me and she must be thinking, they will be going on with me, you daft bastard. She's trying to fight to get her shoes on. I'm like, glazing her all up and all that. She couldn't even pump up or nothing. She still won. She still won the class, so she did.
There you go. Good athletes win at the end of the day.
Do you know that way you're just trying to keep them calm? I'm like, it's fine, they won't go on with you, don't worry. And I'm like, they will go on. But you're just saying it to keep them calm.
The best thing you can do, I think, is project calmness.
Absolutely, man. Just be chill.
But I don't want to have to project calmness on my show day.
Aye.
Like, I want to be calm in my own
zen state.
Like when I competed, like I had Taylor and fucking Joe was there, Chrissy was there, and I was just like, I just went backstage, headphones on,
chilled,
feet up, chill. Me and Jason was doing the show as well, Big Jace. So we were doing the show together, but we didn't even really speak backstage much. Like I just fucking chilled, headphones on. Like Taylor came back and like touched up my glaze and stuff, but like apart from that, I was just.
And you can't do that if you've got clients competing. That can't be done. No. Do you know what I mean? You can't sit there and chill with your headphones in. So that's where I'm like.
So I'm gonna timeline and target for back end of the year.
Nice. Yeah,
but again, if I ends up being that I've got 5 clients and first timers 5, and my show's supposed to be that weekend or the weekend after, I might just have to sacrifice it. And I know what someone like Cuba would say, and it's like, well, you don't go to the show,
don't
bro.
put yourself.
And it's like, yeah,
I know.
I get that, but like,
he said that to me as well when I was doing that MK Excellence thing. I was like, I know it's more advantageous being there to see a client. He's like, nah, I disagree with you. It's not. And I was like, oh well, that's something we disagree on.
Well, yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
But that's clear that that's his stance.
100%.
Because he doesn't go to.
And my stance is that I go to my client shows. Do you know what I mean? So it's just 2 different opinions.
And I think it's.
I prefer having somebody that.
How do you? Here's an interesting question. If you've got 2 people competing on the same day, right?
Don't go either of them. Stay in the house.
Is that what you do?
Well, if I was confronted with that situation, I'd be like, I'm staying in the house. I'm going to peek the 2 of them for behind the computer. So I'm. Unless one was like a pro qualifier or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The way I've always thought about it is the one that has the most experience in bodybuilding, I would leave them.
Aye, and then go to the first time or whoever.
And it would also depend on the circle that they have around them.
If they've got more people
so
doing.
If they're going with like somebody that has done bodybuilding before and I can trust their opinion to feed back to me, then I would go to the person that's much newer.
That would be horrible, but wouldn't it? Because you just want to be there for the 2.
Or the alternative is that the first person that said they were competing that weekend, you go to their show.
Aye, then that probably would happen. You'd probably find yourself in that spot.
Yeah.
Do you know that? That probably would be
like
one
what
that
you
said
said
first.
though, you just don't go to either. And you just go, well, it means I can just be sat at my computer. And as soon as an update comes in,
you're sitting there.
An adjustment goes out. The next person comes in, that adjustment goes out. I've not faced that challenge yet, but I think that's actually quite a sensible approach.
That's because it stops you going on favoritism as well, in case they think, oh, he fucking cares about him more than. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's maybe a factor there. So it is.
Yeah.
But we've got a fun next weekend. We've
got clients competing next week, don't we?
PCA Naturals.
PCA Natties, man.
Let's go. That'll be good fun. So
I don't even know what it is.
Where is that? I can't remember. Where is that? It's basically 6 hours.
Starts with a K, I think.
Co-winning?
Fuck, I wish.
Co-winning. I know that'd be brilliant.
I think it's Kilmarnock or something. But
that'd be so good.
Do you even know how you're getting there?
So I'm just going to drive down. So
Are you driving?
What are you doing?
I fuck knows.
Flying or driving? On?
Well, I looked at flights at about 500 quid. I looked at train, it's about 300 quid.
Gee, I better driving.
If you do
get the train, I can pick you up Friday. Show's on the Sunday. But I like to have the day before just to chill and not get down the day before, and you're trying to maybe potentially dry out and
Are
stuff
you just
like
going
that.
down yourself?
No, me, Lindsay and Callum. You're more than welcome to jump in my car if you want. Me, Lindsay and Callum.
Because what I could do is I could get the train
to mine.
To yours.
Sound.
But I don't want to fucking intrude.
You're not intruding? No, Blair, you are not intruding.
Okay.
We're actually, I forget the cameras thrown up.
Yeah.
You're trying.
I was kind of like, actually,
people tell Blair to come with me.
We'll talk about this.
Just forgot the cameras.
We're just saying, how should we get down the road? Because everywhere is expensive.
Fucking hell. Right, you're coming with me, that's it.
Right, okay,
Sorted.
sound. It's all arranged. Come on, the boys.
That was like an out-of-body experience when I realised we're podcasting now.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's what you want, isn't it? You just want to
I'm
forget the
sitting here
cameras
going,
are there.
these
and just,
microphones are in the road. Hold on.
hey, lad, hold on, I talk to you.
We'll talk about that afterwards. That's fine. But yeah, we've both got. You've got your. Is he bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding, Cal. He came to me like a few weeks back, and he's obviously talking about, because his first show's maybe BNBF, which is novice. And he's like,
The BNBF Scotland. Yeah.
and he's like, I really want to use like my first timers privilege. And I mean, I completely get that. Looked at shows. It's like, Cal, there's no first timer shows, to be honest with you, mate. And he's like, well, there's this one, but it's 5 weeks early. And I was like,
Oh
he's like, mate, he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, honestly, I'll be honest right now, in the back of my head, I'm like, you're not going to be 100%.
Aye.
Which, to be honest, I'll say it, and I've said to Cal before, he's not going to be 100%. I think he's still going to be.
But we have. I'll caveat that by saying that we have high expectations.
True, because he looks insane.
Yeah, we have extremely high expectations of what we expect from
Very
our clients and what
he
we
would look
expect from
100%.
athletes.
From a lot of people perspective, they would be like, oh, he's 110%. But we know there's finer details.
There's an extra couple of pounds that can come off here, and there's
especially the ass.
and there's a little bit of maybe filling up to do at this point, and do you know what I mean? It's
Time
like,
to freshen the
especially when
physique
you've
up
got a
and
bodybuilder who's putting on trunks.
Aye.
Like that condition is fucking.
It needs to be there.
Aye.
No soggy glutes.
Yeah.
But he looks great, and I said, this is not going to be nice, and he's like, I'm ready for it, mate, let's go. So I have buried him. He's pretty much been... We actually pulled cardio out, as it was generating a lot of inflammation through the legs, and it was causing scale weight to be more stubborn, so we just pulled it out. Steps went up to like 14k. Pretty much training day food is carbs around the workout window. Non-training days pretty much protein veg, and then like a high day maybe every 6 to 7 days.
I like that approach.
And he's
I was
fucking...
doing that with Nick, actually. I was doing 5 days digging, 2 days over the weekend.
Nice.
One would be high carb, next day would be high fat, and then it's just because she's female. I was like, I want to keep the menstrual cycle a little bit. Like, because I do think the most responsive a body can be is when the menstrual cycle is still functioning.
100%.
So she would get like...
It's when the cycle goes that things just start to slow down, don't they? And you're like,
and you can pick up on that, and you should, and coaches should respond to that. I think. I think that's probably an unpopular opinion.
No, 100%. Like,
Because coaches are just like, no, the look. The look is important. And I'm like, yeah, but the look will get better if the hormones remain intact.
100%. They make
That's the way that I see it.
You can do it's maybe a bit personal.
I know what you're going to ask. Aye.
Gone or
No.
aye?
Yeah.
Come on, Nick.
Yeah.
That's class.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Again,
good,
it's
good.
just it's being responsive and I know Olive won't mind me saying this, but like she was like spotting towards the back end, so it was
still good.
So it was
starting to
going,
go.
but it was still pretty much there.
That's good,
You
man.
know, now it's a case of making sure that she has maybe 2 or 3 regular periods across the course of the next 2 to 3 months. And then we know that she's... Because there's a difference between getting a period and actually ovulating again.
100%.
Like, you need to make sure that you are ovulating, not just bleeding.
Not just bleeding.
So...
This is why it's important to track your cycle, girls.
Yeah, track your cycle, communicate. Whether you've got a male coach or a female coach. Look, if you've got a male coach that every time you talk about periods, they go, ew, cooties. Like, just leave.
Get the fuck rid of them.
It's not fucking... Like,
Female physiology is important.
Very. And so is the PEDs that you need to use with females and the recovery modalities. Like it is very different. They're not just giant men. They're not just little men.
Little men. I think a lot of them get treated like that.
Yeah.
So they do 100%.
It's crazy, man. It is crazy.
But that's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I've had girls who have held it through. I've had ones who have just went.
Some girls are more susceptible to losing it than others. You know,
definitely.
But if you can hold on to it for as long as you can, I think for me personally, it comes down to like a stress management thing.
Stress has a massive factor, but just because prep is a massive stressful event, low food, high expenditure, and then obviously getting lean, but the female body doesn't want to be that stress itself, but a lot of that as well, see psychological stress, man, that can massively impact it.
For sure. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. It's bodybuilding, right?
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
I know some girls that haven't had a period in like 3.5, 4 years, and they don't give a shit.
Some girls like not having one.
So, well, listen, if I was a female, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't be fucking asked
rid of it.
I'd be like, get that shit to fuck. I'd be like, no fucking chance am I wanting that. No
listen, girls have got it so hard. They've got to carry babies. They've got to bleed every month.
Yeah, but they're literally the most important people in the world.
100%.
They make all the people.
They make all the.
They make every single person.
Well
so
done,
they're
Malcolm.
actually the most important people in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that means with great power comes great responsibility. So, you know,
true. So news girls.
all the feminists are going to hate me for that point there, but you get the idea. I love women.
I love women.
But yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a fun show. We'll need to figure out what we're doing. We'll talk about that after. I keep looping back to it. But should we jump into? I don't know how long we've been going, but should we jump into some of the questions?
Oh, aye.
So I put up a question box on the. In case you don't know, I run the Instagram very poorly, but I run the Instagram for the podcast.
Blair's on it with Instagram. Come on.
It just happens to be that Calvin and Taylor are busier people than I am.
I know. I run the Levels Instagram, so I do.
You run the Levels one, do you? You don't outsource that.
I was going, but I like it.
Who's done all the photo shoots so far for
Hamza?
Is it Hamza?
The Black Sheep, the goat.
The goat.
Big up Black Sheep Media, trademark. You done know. Okay. Anybody wants a photo shoot at Levels, feel free to come down to Levels for a photo shoot for free. We ain't going to be the other gyms that charge you £100, £150 to use our goddamn gym for a photo shoot. Come down to Levels for free, buy a day pass, tag the gym, it's all yours.
We love that.
Plug.
We love that.
Actually, you've got a couple, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people that might do photo shoots at Levels. Come through. Which will be exciting. My other use probably Hamza, or might use Luke, depending on.
Aye, cool, all good.
Yeah, depending on.
Luke's been in the gym before. He's done it all day.
Luke knows it, doesn't it? So we've got some questions here. We've got a bunch of questions, so we do appreciate it. We'll get through as many as we can that are sensible.
There's some stupid ones.
Some are daft, but we kind of like them too. You know what I mean? We'll start with a bit of a fun one from our wonderful sponsors. That Pit Stop Nutrition.
Stop. Come on, Neil, Suzanne, and Jack. Molly.
Is a Ninja Creamy worth the hype?
In prep, most certainly. This shit's going to save you throughout this diet. Nothing can save you. Jesus can't save you when you're prepping, right? It's mentality.
Halo can.
But Halo can. Just up the Halo. A Ninja Creamy can't save you, but 10 milligrams of Halo pre-workout can.
Come on.
We were talking, is that rookie numbers?
Yeah.
Bro, I've never took it.
Have you never had Halo?
Never had Halo. I've never been in a position.
I only took 10, to be fair.
But it's competing.
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, I wasn't just taking it for a night out.
Taylor. Mate, I know somebody was telling me about their ex-boyfriend that if they're going to like a night out or a concert, they fucking fire what's it called?
Minstrel.
No, into their arms.
What, Synthol?
No, Synthol, the other one. Mediform.
Yeah.
Nah, if it's got that concert a night out, it's just like he needs a sports psychologist.
I think he definitely needs a sports
You know who it is as well.
And probably just a shirt that fits, to be honest. So you think a Ninja Creamy is
that
worth...
a dig it tight t-shirts? Yeah, sorry, on you go.
Yes, it is a dig it tight
right,
t-shirts.
Okay,
because everything I wear is gigantic. So a Ninja Creamy is worth the hype. I don't own one, so I can't say.
Definitely. See, right now I couldn't think of anything else because my appetite is absolutely gone. Ninja Creamy could... Aye.
But do you think... In a roundabout way, that would maybe help because you would have something to look forward to at the end of the day instead of just having a whey paste on top of fucking creamer X. Could it be something that you're like, I know it's a bit more voluminous.
Nah, listen, I don't mind that because Taylor's been like, I mean, pull the volume, and I'm like, maybe but some things they may be high in volume, but I enjoy them more. They're more enjoyable to the palate, even though they're a bit higher volume. I can put it away easier. I think, see if you're not looking forward to a meal,
I would put a Ninja Creamy in that bracket.
That could save my off season as well.
Because I reckon you could put like
honey and shit.
Yeah, honey and fucking dark chocolate through it, and like before you know it, you've made some wild ice cream concoction.
I'm going to text Lindsay to put me a creamy on for the night.
See, there you go. There you go.
You're actually right, by the way. That could, like, you could make that so calorie dense.
You could make
like,
that
use
thing,
like blue milk.
Bro, you could make that thing 1,000 calories.
You could actually.
Light work.
And ice cream's amazing. I could eat ice cream all day.
Aye. Like if I said to you, oh, bro, end of the day, tub of Ben and Jerry's, you'd be like, nay bother. Apart from, I mean, you might shit your pants, but like,
right through
let's say you were good with dairy, Ben and Jerry's would be perfect. I feel like a creamy could be the same thing, but you've got your whey in it as well.
Aye.
And before you know it, you've got, like you said, you can put normal milk in it if you needed to. You can bang fuckloads of honey in it. You put some jam through it if you fucking wanted. You put some fucking, I mean, I was going to go a bit wild there and say like you could put dates and stuff through it, but that's probably fucking disgusting. Now that I think about
Dark chocolate's good for it.
Dark chocolate.
Then if you use like a mint whey, it's like mint dark chocolate chip.
Yeah, banging.
Have you got a creamy?
Nah, I don't have one.
No, you don't.
I don't know if I can justify the expense. I don't know if I would use it enough, to be honest.
We don't. Well, Lindsay uses it every night, to be fair.
Does she?
She uses it every night.
Bro, the other thing is the fucking noise of the fucking things. They're so loud.
It's like a fucking aeroplane taking off in your kitchen. I will come up to maybe send voice notes. She'll come right up behind me. Fucks about in the freezer. Sorry for anybody who has
hold on,
headphones
darling. I'm gonna have to go to Livingston to film this Loom video.
Livingston.
Just for reference, Calvin lives about half an hour from Livingston, so there you go.
That's the noise level.
The things are so loud, man.
So what was the question? Are they overrated? Or
are they worth the hype?
I would definitely say yeah.
I've had a couple at Taylor's, and I would say in a scenario where calories are perhaps lower, and you have whey in your meal plan, I would say they are worth it.
100%.
I would also say the caveat to that is if you have counter space in your kitchen.
Aye, true.
Because I don't have enough counter space in my kitchen. I would need a separate table for... Because I want to buy a bougie coffee machine.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I don't have space for it. So I'm stuck with some pishy Nespresso thing for just now.
That's what I've got as well.
I don't mind it, but... So we're saying creamies are worth it?
Creamies are worth it.
Neil, buy a creamy.
Buy a creamy.
Go and get yourself one. We have got one here from the Diamond.
I was just about to say him. He bought a bougie coffee machine.
Did he?
Belter. Very cool.
You're not charging him enough money then. Need to double his cost, bro.
It's gone up, babe.
So the question that he asked is actually it wasn't big enough in the question box. So I'll go through both of it. Do you think the way some young guys are all in with training is unhealthy? And what was the second part of the question? Unhealthy. And getting life experience along the way is going to cause a burnout. So essentially the question is, do you think a lot of the young team are going too all in with bodybuilding and not getting any life experience? Do you think that's something that is detrimental? Do you think that's something that's...
Listen, it's good being in with bodybuilding at a young age, but I absolutely do believe you need to go and experience it. You need to get out there, you need to enjoy life, you need to go to a nightclub, you need to fucking winch a girl, you need to wake up in your fucking pal's bedroom.
Pause. You need to what? Do what with a girl?
You know what.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Winch? Oh, no.
Bro, that sounds like you tie them up in your fucking basement.
No,
what do you mean?
Winch. Kiss. Sorry, cut that out. Cut that.
No,
cut
do not cut that out.
The tongue.
Keep that in.
My mum watches these show like, my son's a pervert.
So that just means...
Winch just means kiss, aye.
Oh.
Like,
bro, I thought you meant honestly, that sounded to me like you fucking tie them up, you stick them in the boot of your motor.
We'll cut back for that one then. Just go out and
Kiss ladies.
Kiss ladies.
Consensually.
Aye. And maybe wake up in your pal's floor wondering what the fuck happened last night. You need to experience that stuff. So many people cut themselves off and seclude themselves to it, and then they maybe get to 26, 27 and go, hold on, I've not experienced any of the shit that these people are talking about.
I think what young guys and girls need to remember is that social media is a highlight reel.
Absolutely.
Right?
So that isn't always happening.
If let's say you admire this person, whoever it is, right, and they're all in, I guarantee you, behind the scenes, they're having a meal off plan. They go on holiday and relax a bit. Nobody that you know, that we know, is bang on it 100%. Because there is a balance to be struck. People that are busy with life, they know what burnouts feel like.
Yeah.
And you will get that as a young guy or girl. Which is why for most people, if I've got people in off seasons, I'll be like, go and enjoy a meal out. Go and chill out. Because if you do gain fat at a slightly faster rate, that fat can come off.
Exactly.
I ain't fucking worried about it.
You're still going to build
You're still going to be building muscle. As long as you're doing the other things that need to be done and you're consistent for the most part, then you're good. Like, chill. So I do think that the young team that are coming up in bodybuilding and are taking it 100 miles an hour and going all or nothing, I respect it. I love it. But there is more to life than this. There is more to life than this. And especially if you're not making a living around bodybuilding, it's a fucking hobby.
Exactly.
You wouldn't spend 8 hours a day at the driving range hitting golf balls.
And 100%. You don't want to reflect back and go, holy shit, I missed a lot of time. And listen as well, remember, yes, this is not about don't give it your all at bodybuilding, regardless of your genetic potential and whatnot. Always give it your all at bodybuilding. But it's a very genetically biased sport as well, do you know what I mean? So imagine you put all that time in it and maybe you don't land to as you where you want to. Maybe you don't get that pro card. Maybe you just don't fit the cut for it. And then you look back and go, I've not wasted, sorry, because you've definitely not wasted it. Bodybuilding is a beautiful thing. It creates great routines, great habits and everything. But like Blair's saying, have a little bit of flexibility.
You can be great.
You can still be great and enjoy that.
You can be great and enjoy life.
Aye.
Like, I can be... See, this is me believing in myself. Oh, guys, it's working.
Come on.
It's working already. I can be great and go on holiday once a year with Chrissy. I can be great and have an off-plan meal. I can be great and have to not train one day because I feel fucked. Like, you can do these things. It's not impossible.
100%.
And anyone that tells you that you can't be great because you missed a leg day one day because your knees were sore is a fucking liar.
They're a moron.
They're a fucking idiot.
They are so silly.
So you give it as much as you can.
Give it all you can, still enjoy.
And if you're getting to the point of a burnout, book a fucking holiday.
Absolutely.
Get yourself away for a week. Step back.
Aye.
and then come back in.
Absolutely.
And you're good.
Definitely. But experiment in life. Don't be afraid
drugs.
to
Kiss
experiment.
girls.
Take drugs.
Consensually.
Winch girls.
Winch. Is it winch?
Winch. I can't believe you've never heard of that. What was the one you hadn't heard of as well before that I said? Can't remember now.
Can't remember. Taylor said one last time as well. He said kludgy, which is a toilet.
Aye, that was...
I've never heard of that.
I'm sure I've heard that one.
That must be a Mexican thing.
It's me, I'm Mario. Is Mario Mexican?
He's definitely Italian.
He's definitely Italian. What am I talking about? Mario, Luigi, Mexican.
Check you profiling.
I know, check your profiling, bro.
Okay, so why does everyone in Scottish bodybuilding do classic or men's physique and not go for open? And this is from the same guy. And
Aidan?
what?
Oh, right,
No,
right,
sorry,
right,
different
right.
guy.
Okay.
Same guy asking two questions.
I hear you.
And what's the best show outside of Granite for first timers?
I don't... there's a lot of open bodybuilders.
So when it comes to the open bodybuilding thing, you have to remember that open bodybuilding requires the
lot of
most
muscle.
amount of time and the most amount of muscle.
You can't just go, oh, I'm going to be an open bodybuilder.
Like, I can't just be like, right, I'm in the super heavies, boys. Come on, here we go. Like, it doesn't work like that.
No.
If we look at Scotland, we've got an IFBB pro in Andy. We have another IFBB pro, but we won't mention him because he's a nonce. And then we've got, you know, if you're looking
Ross
at,
as well,
if you
men's
look-
physique IFBB pro, you know Ross.
Aye, but we were talking about open bodybuilding. Like,
So
there's not many open bodybuilders.
Andy Scott then.
So we've got
the
Andy,
one.
who's, you know, to be honest, he's like the shining light for us in Scotland as far as open bodybuilding
He's
is
Scotland's
concerned.
favourite son.
Yeah, but then you've got other guys that are competing in open. Like, I mean, Taylor does open.
Aye.
I technically do
Unbelievable.
open,
Aye.
and I
You
will do
open.
well.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of open bodybuilders. You will, there we go. Tip the money you're spending on this
Chris,
therapist paying off.
Ross
Chris.
Kerr. Like, there's good.
The GOAT, Chris Payne.
Chris Payne, of course,
The
the
goat.
the most decorated
The
athlete of all
That's
time,
what Taylor calls him.
Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne.
So there is a lot of Scottish bodybuilders, but the reason people do classic is because there's an appeal to classic.
Absolutely.
Remember, the most popular fucking fitness influencer ever is a classic physique winner,
Chris Bumstead.
Chris Bumstead. Like, and then on top of
Everybody
that,
wants to be him.
men's physique is much more attainable than,
It's like your ticket into the industry almost.
Depends
Men's
what you're
physique's
like.
like your... Aye, true.
like, for me, it would be my ticket out of the industry.
Aye.
Because
You are big, you're broad, do you know what I mean?
but I'm also just like, oh, I was waiting to be negative. Fuck.
Don't...
Quickly
But
write it-
remember, you
quickly
cut
write
it off
down.
quickly.
Yeah.
Write it down.
But like, structurally, I'm not built for men's physique. Whereas
Aye,
structurally, you
absolutely.
are built for men's physique,
Aye.
right? So you also have to look at the way that you are put together.
Aye,
Like,
absolutely.
I remember Taylor considered doing classic, and I was like, Taylor, I don't mean to sound like a dick here. Your waist is too thick to do classic,
To block, aye.
and you could be a really good open bodybuilder. So just run
Go
with
for
that.
open, aye.
So it really depends on your structures and
100%.
the way that you're built, and also what you enjoy. Like because you like men's physique, don't you?
Men's physique's good, man. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather maybe see it go up.
Would
but
you
it's
rather?
just-
Would you rather go to classic?
I'd love to.
Would
I
you? Would that be
absolutely
your
would.
like?
Mate, the music and all that, getting to post your own routine, like men's physique, you don't get to do any of
Two
that.
poses.
Aye.
mad,
And men's
isn't it?
physique's two poses.
literally two
Front and
poses.
back. Well, for two bros anyway.
For
PCA
two
have a
bros.
little
But
bit more
that's
fun
the
with
avenue
it.
you're going to go, isn't it? Two bros.
Aye. Well, I'd like to have a wee bit of PCA.
A
Scotland this
a
year.
run at PCA. Yeah,
PCA
yeah.
Scotland would be the goal this year.
I think you got to do two bros, don't you?
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. You've got to, aye. That
But-
was the first ever show I've done, so.
Was it two bros? Why jump
Bro,
straight into the
I
deep end?
didn't even know what two bros was.
To be fair, I
Well,
chucked
job
Nick
on
in the deep end as well.
Did
I
you?
chucked her into two bros. I chucked her into empty.
So that was her first
I
to
was like,
know.
go on in.
And she
I was
won.
like, swim. And
She
did.
fucking won.
Yeah,
So
she won one of her classes.
sometimes
Come
it's
on.
doing that.
So yeah, I think that's the reason why most people do classic
Aye.
and men's physique instead of open, because open just takes time,
Aye.
right? And
It's just going to take a minute
like
to get there.
to fill out my frame, I probably need another 10 years of like.
And that's normal, man.
Yeah,
In
and that's-
bodybuilding. That's
look
normal.
at the oldest Mr. Olympia ever. I think is Sean Roden, and he was 44 or something.
Was that what age he was?
Yeah, 44
Incredible.
when he won his first and only Olympia, where then he passed away.
God rest.
Rest in peace, Sean Roden. But,
R.I.P..
like some of these people, man, excel at later because you can't just.
Aye.
People probably look at Nick Walker and go, "He's 28, bro. He's jacked." It's
Aye.
like,
Did you
yeah.
see his pictures?
but look at Samson. Samson's
Aye.
like 38.
Aye.
Like, it takes a while.
It
Is
takes
the point I'm
time,
getting
man.
at,
You
and
just-
it takes. Structurally, you'll know whether you're men's physique
Yep.
or classic. It's the same way as a female. You'll know whether you're bikini or figure.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
it's
And you're
just-
typically going to, most females are typically going to just slide their way into bikini to start off with, then the transition.
Well, now we've got fit model as well, though,
Fit model is another one.
which is just
as
bikini
well.
at 6 weeks out.
Aye,
but,
that's why.
you know,
Yeah, it's like
in a
bikini.
different bikini and
Yeah.
slightly different poses.
Different poses.
Yeah. I'm not disregarding the class, but
No, absolutely not,
it
man.
is literally bikini, 6 weeks out, different poses.
Lindsay's going to do it.
Fit model.
Halfway through our prep, I'm just going to fling her in.
Shut the fuck up.
Just halfway through, I'll just be like, right, go.
No way. She's got way too much muscle for that. Away you go.
Get to know it.
6
weeks out. Right, Lindsay, we're up.
Right, go on you go. I've got you a different bikini. Made it myself. Go on. And then the other question that you asked was shows.
Shows.
Which shows,
Outside
apart
of
from
granite.
granite? I mean, the only real answer is PCA first timers, isn't it, really? Well, no. Let's not be unfair to the other smaller federations.
UKUP, that is honestly one of the best shows that I've been to for first timer. I've took 2 first timers to that now, and phenomenal. I think it's a great setup for the day. The only annoying thing they do is they don't call the winner until the end of the day, so everybody stays in the crowd. But I think that's brilliant. Nice, friendly federation, chill. Like you can compete in a few different classes and stuff like that.
I really do think granite is...
Granite's the king, man.
Yeah,
for
granite
first timers.
like...
It's so relaxed. Everybody's so kind. Like Rob and Peter, just brand new. Just the atmosphere, the vibes. Yeah. It's the best thing you could do for your first show. You'd never feel more comfortable, I don't think.
I think the only caveat I would have for granite is being from Aberdeen. I think there's potentially a lot of pressure.
Absolutely.
If you're not from Aberdeen, I don't think it really matters. But if you're from Aberdeen, like...
Everybody's there.
It's a lot of pressure.
Your
like,
people.
That's probably one of the reasons I won't ever do granite because
you know everybody there.
Because you just know everybody, and I just don't really want that.
No,
that
100%.
pressure.
I totally get that.
Not that I don't believe in myself. Obviously, I do.
I might put on a Levels Classic. Would you compete at that? At the Levels Classic?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Get a stage I've written built in the gym. That'd be so cool.
I'm in.
Wonder if you could
I'll
make
guest
that
pose.
He come right out.
Marshmallow Man.
Like, no,
I would right now. Because I'm off season, bro.
But you look good in the off season.
Off season. I am peeled. But yeah, I think honestly, PCA first timers, granite, or one of the smaller federations like a UKUP are always going to be a good option.
Definitely. That's the best for you can kind of shoot for there.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you are wanting to do a first timers as well, like unless you're a very, very high standard level, I'd stay away from 2 bros because you'd probably feel deflated from it.
Nah, just go straight to the amateur Olympia.
Straight to the amateur over to
Alicante.
Come on. Right to the amateur.
Are you going to do that next year?
Taylor wants to do it. That might be a possibility because I think my clients will be pretty much done with the Scottish season by then. I think
I'll definitely be coming out if he's competing for sure, and then if you're competing,
I think he's going for
sure.
I don't think he's prepping anybody else. Neither is. He says,
it'll just be you, won't it?
He said that. He says I'm going
until I take over.
Until
more super drawl.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be class.
It'll be good, man. It'll be so good. I can't be. I've never actually seen Taylor compete. I've never seen you compete, so I'm so excited for next year.
I compete in the shadow. I live in the shadows, bro.
I live in the shadows. Batman.
I'm like Batman.
Right.
I'm Batman.
So
right. You got a couple of questions as well,
I've got a few here.
Go on. Hit us up. I have one here actually from Shannon.
Oh, Baxter?
Yeah.
Big up the Baxter. Let's go.
Can
6
Taylor
days.
speak fluent Spanish? The answer is no, but he's very close. Like when I was in Spain, bro.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, bro, yeah, 100%. Taylor's like 80% fluent in Spanish.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Bro, he's got that Mexicana blood.
I know he looks like it, but it's like...
Bro, look at him. Of course he can speak Spanish.
He looks like he can speak another
genuinely,
language.
he is like... I was super impressed when we went on our gay holiday to Palma.
The gay holiday.
I was really impressed. Like we would sit in a taxi and he would have like...
A convo?
He would need to like be corrected on a couple of words. He would be confused whether it's like ends in A or ends in E. You know, the sort of masculine, feminine. But like Taylor is pretty much fluent in Spanish.
No shit.
Which is wild.
That's amazing. It looks like he could, but I just didn't know he was.
No, he is, yeah.
Such
he
a
lived
skill.
in Spain when he was younger. Didn't he?
True enough. I was dad.
So Shannon, to answer your question, he's not technically fluent, but he speaks Spanish to a very high standard.
Has people seen this on his stories? Because I must have missed it. Shannon just asking out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's just asking out of curiosity. Probably because I call him Mexican all the time.
Aye.
The most successful Mexican in Bathgate, Taylor James Johnson.
It is.
Sorry, Taylor James Juan Johnson. TJJJ.
You go over the Great Wall, right?
So there you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God.
Who would win a fight between you three? Out of you three? I honestly think...
Are you really a fighter? Are you a scrapper?
If anybody from my past is watching this podcast...
Are you a...
They'll be like... I've been in
many
a rumbles
you have a
growing
past,
up.
bro?
Many rumbles growing up.
Okay.
See that above my eye there?
All right.
Fucked up one night, so I did. But you should have seen the other guy's hand. Nah, I've a few tussles in Brussels and whatnot for being younger.
Tussles in Brussels or tussles and Brussels?
Tussles in Brussels. Aye.
So come on, let's answer that question. Let's analyse
I honestly think, I don't know.
So if we look at backgrounds, right?
You're so big, but man, that's the thing. It would just be a case of if you got a hold of one of the two, you should probably just.
Nah, but the thing is, all three of us are strong.
I can't lie, I'm nowhere near as strong as you.
The only thing I have in my advantage is I boxed.
Oh, well, fuck then. Me and Taylor might
but Taylor played rugby to a high level.
Oh, well, I'm fucked then. I'll just step out and let you
No,
two
but
go at
also,
it.
but the thing is, I think street fighting is very different.
Aye.
Right? Like, I can't be like, hey, you can't do that. Boxing rules, like, it doesn't work.
That's why I've got veneers. I got my tooth punched out.
Did you?
I didn't win any of these fights. I got battered every time. No, it was just a few nights when you're in Glasgow. Like, honestly, do you know what my mum always used to say to me when it used to happen? Calvin, I don't get it. The trouble always finds you. And my mum would tell me if I was wrong. It was just like, it would just be drawn to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
but I think if you boxed, it's the technical side.
It's 3 years.
3 years of boxing, right? But Taylor just speared you in the stomach. Would you date him? Would you donkey punch him?
Fuck, I would.
Right? What do they call it again in boxing? Rabbit punch.
Rabbit punch is like the back of the head, neck.
Just hammer fist him.
And then you've got the one in the kidneys as well. That's the.
Oh, what's that one again?
That's the one you just said the name of it.
The donkey punch.
Aye, I'm pretty sure that's like kidney, liver. I don't know. I think it would be really interesting to watch because we're all 100+ kilos.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
But aye, it would be powerful. It'd be a lot of testosterone.
I feel like it'd be a lot of testosterone flowing about. I feel like
that would be quite good.
I feel like people would pay to watch that.
The 3 years just going at it in a ring.
Just fucking scrapping. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know what would happen, but because you and Taylor have got that relationship going on, the two you would just turn and look at me and go for me.
Away you go.
That's my man.
I'm standing there going fucking every man for themselves. I'm probably going for Taylor first.
You bastard.
I'll be like, fucking club him straight away.
I'd say Blair would win because he boxed.
Because Taylor's not here.
Because Taylor's not.
No, I don't know. I think that's close though, man. I think that's close. I'm a bit worried now that you mentioned your fighting background, so.
Just a few rumbles in the street.
The rumbles in the jungle.
Rumble in the jungle.
You got any more over there, big dog?
Has anyone been barred from your gym yet?
Me.
Nobody yet.
Nobody.
Just keep putting the weights away, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Keep putting the weights away.
And no, in fact, somebody's on the verge of getting barred for the gym. I do not know where it is, but some people, I truly wonder where some people's arseholes are located on their body. See the bastard that keeps going into the men's toilet and spraying fucking whatever it is up the toilet pan, skids everywhere, and I'm going in and going, what is this? How's this person doing this? This is at least once a day. And obviously the girls are on top of it.
Has there been any shites on the floor yet?
Like, we're on top yet.
Any shites on the floor yet?
No yet.
No shites on the floor?
No. It's been good. Everybody kind of respects the place. Good. And God bless this person. Maybe they don't know they're doing it, but I'm like, at least once a day.
How do you not know?
So I know the person's training in there once a day.
I mean, it could be multiple different people.
Nah, I don't know. It's the same.
It's the same
consistency.
It's
the same consistency. It's the same
pattern.
Same pattern in the back of the toilet.
It's kind of like doing a murder mystery where they're like, the murderers have very, they're all very similar. He kills his victims like this. It's like this
the
man
splatter of blood.
He shites in the same way every day. It's always on the left side of the pan.
Aye. Nobody's getting barred, but if you could just, once you've done the toilet, which I know we're bodybuilders, we consume a high amount of protein, sometimes the food goes through us, just have a wee look back. Okay, big up the girls' toilets, absolutely brand new. Well done, the females. Of course it is, always isn't it? It's big, horrible males like us.
It's just big, smelly fucking.
Just have a wee look back, and if you've left something, there's a nice wee toilet brush there, so just get a wee.
Get a wee clean. Imagine, treat the toilet as if your mum was coming round for a coffee.
Well, that's the thing I wonder what these people's houses are like if they're just blasting that in the gym.
Probably fucking a bit of a disgrace, to be fair.
I'd imagine so.
I actually had a question about levels whilst we're talking about shite. No, I'm just kidding. Whilst we're talking about what's the plans for levels going forward, love the place. That's from Graham Colley.
Oh, Big G.
Big G.
The plans for levels going forward is open up another 5 of them.
Okay.
And Scotland, potentially down south, potentially abroad. We're thinking big, long term here as well. The plan for the current levels, this will be a completely new gym. Come January sort of time, we're in the pursuit of purchasing some high quality kit. Going to store it in a bit of a warehouse, over the sort of Christmas and New Year sort of period. Shut the gym for probably a day or two on like some quiet days.
Swap stuff in.
Swap stuff in, take stuff out. People come back. Wow, Merry Christmas to you all. And then people are already loving the place, so it's only going to, do you know what I mean, when they walk back in and see that.
So in the short term, we're sort of saying that kit's going to be swapped in and out.
Yeah.
Because that's probably a forever, like that's a never-ending, you know, thing. That's a never-ending endeavour to constantly have new bits of kit coming in and going out. But long term, we're looking at some more
levels. Different colours. We're going to go different colour themes. Like this one's the red levels. Maybe do like a green one, an all blacked out one, maybe like a blue one. Do you know what I mean?
That's very cool.
Be quite some. But that's much long term. The goal is just to focus on making this the Scotland's number one gym.
Right now, I suppose it's all about make sure Levels 1.0 makes plenty of money. Therefore, you can buy kit and you can keep the members happy, and everybody wins.
And that's what it's all about. Keep the members happy.
That's the thing. If you put the members first,
always.
It's the same as like if you put your clients first.
Yep.
You know,
always, man. Then it comes back around. So it does.
It works. It comes back around. You know, it really does.
Beautiful feedback. The feedback we've had's been amazing. So thank you so much.
We love that.
And thanks for joining, Big G.
I did get asked a question about the biggest gimp in Scottish bodybuilding. I think some people might say me.
Who asked this?
Who was it?
Did it want to go unknown?
Yeah, well, maybe leave him unknown just in case he doesn't want to
be associated with.
Well, it's a he, so you can try and figure it out from there. There are gimps in every walk of life.
Every walk of life?
I would say. Everyone knows a gimp. Everyone,
we all know a gimp.
Look, everyone knows a gimp, right? There are more good people in this industry than there are bad.
Absolutely agree with that.
There are gimps in this industry, but there are gimps in every industry.
Yep.
So we will leave it at that. We do not name and shame people. Each to their own.
Unless they deserve it.
Each to their own, unless they deserve it. Yeah, unless they deserve it. You had a bit of a dealing with a gimp recently, didn't you?
Oh, I had a
Not
gimp.
an actual gimp.
I actually had I had another coach actually use my clients' photos. The coach,
I think we could add them to the gimp list.
We'll add them directly to the gimp list. So they was using photos from when I put my client on stage, a time from when they never coached them. I think they done like a dieting phase, like a photo shoot. And this has happened about 4 or 5 times. So it has posted photos of him when he competed. And I'm like, that was me that actually done that. I actually put him on stage. And again, know that I'm wanting the credit. I want my client to get the credit, but he wasn't coached by you.
Yeah, but like, it's the equivalent of me posting a reel and then somebody just taking that reel and fucking posting it.
It's like fucking ludicrous, is what it is.
That's my work.
It's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And I'm like,
do you want to call them out, or
what was going on here?
Do you want to leave it unknown? There's no pressure. We can just add them to the list, and if people want to know, we can tell them.
They're on the list of gimps. They know who they are. They know who they are.
They've been warned.
And they've already got a wee bit of a shoddy name anyway, so.
Well, we don't need to make it any worse. Let's not ruin their Christmas when it comes. You know. Clearly, if you need to steal other coaches' content and you need to steal other coaches' transformations, you've got much more to do. You know, there's a lot more work needs to be done on your end. Let's not kick them whilst they're down.
Look at yourself.
But we know who they are.
You've let your family down.
And they are cunts.
And gimps.
And most certainly gimps. So we won't touch on who the biggest gimp is, because...
Was somebody looking for an answer, yeah?
Probably, but...
Were they baiting at somebody?
I would not dare. What do you think? Coming in spilled or coming in flat? Now, if you want my answer... Now, I have the advantage of I've seen these questions already, so I kind of have it in my head what I think. But
do you
my answer is going to be it depends. And the reason it depends is because it very much depends on that person's physique. Yeah. And it also depends on the lineup that they're in.
Some people can get away with being spilled and just look full on bubblier. Yes, you can see that wee bit of fluid, kind of subcutaneous fluid between the skin and the muscle.
Also, it depends on the degrees.
Yeah.
Like how flat and how spilled.
Aye.
Like, because there's a difference between being spilled and being fat, right? And there's a difference between being flat and being malnourished.
Don't get mixed up between glycogen and body fat.
Yeah.
Because they're too different.
For example, I'll try and give an example for at least being fuller. Erin is a really good example. Erin's physique suits a fuller look as opposed to a drier and harder look, in my opinion. Erin and I have spoken about this on a number of occasions, so I'm sure she won't mind me saying
just more bubbly.
She's so bubbly, man. She's got like Phil Heath delts and arms, and it's nuts.
She's wild.
But when you deplete her down, that pop disappears.
Aye.
And yeah, she gets sharp, bro, and she gets conditioned.
Shredded.
But like, I think I would rather see her a touch spilled and just full and bubbly and round. And not so spilled that you can't see any detail, but enough that like you could maybe pull, you know, if you pro-fatted her in the morning, you'd be pretty much
good to go
where you needed to go. Or if there was a morning and night show, she's a wee bit spilled in the morning, you know she's going to tighten up for the night show. That's kind of the way that I would see it.
Fill and spill.
Yeah, fill and spill. It's kind of what you want, really. I think in an ideal world, you want them spilled probably the night before so that they shift fluid across the day into the next.
Off.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. It's just how quickly can somebody shift that fluid in comparison to others? Because some people it just sticks to. Do you know what I mean? Like Taylor was actually talking to me about Jo, saying how she kind of holds pretty well, so she does, which I suppose is a good thing. Just means you've not got to load as much. Yeah. But definitely,
think, you know what? I'm also going to caveat it with. I think it also depends on the category.
Absolutely.
Like if you're a bikini, for example, it doesn't matter whether you come in flatter. I don't think.
No, absolutely not. You can
like,
put
like just you can just be like,
there's not a shit ton of muscle there. Do you know what I mean? So
as coaches, I can speak for myself, Calvin, and definitely Taylor on this front. We want to bring everybody in as close to 100% as we can. So we're not saying, oh, we can get away with putting you out flat. So on you go.
It's never going to happen.
It's the reason I gave fucking Olive a McDonald's the night before.
Because I
was like, I know this look can be better, and I'm willing to take a risk that this look will be better. And that's why I did it.
And it worked.
And it worked.
The look was better.
So we want to bring our clients in at 100. But if you're looking for a bit of a fail-safe, someone like bikini, you can probably put them in a wee bit pro-fat.
100%.
A couple of rice cakes an hour before and just like
100%.
let them go.
Easily.
You know what I mean?
It's a smaller frame, isn't it?
So I don't think there's really an answer. I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I don't think there's really an answer.
I do agree with you there. There isn't a real direct answer. Ideally, we would like them to be full as a house, dry to the bone. Yeah. But it's not, to be honest. Is there such a thing as 100%? You maybe hit 100% maybe a week out or 2 weeks after your show.
I reckon even professional bodybuilders hit 100% once in their life. In their
like
entire career, I reckon they hit 100% maybe once. Because it's so hard. Like bodybuilding is so hard.
There's so many factors that have got to...
Like it's almost impossible.
It's so hard
to hit 100%.
It's going to be like
even. Let's say you turn up at your show and the first show you do, you're flat. You're like, oh, I'm flat. But then you're like, well, I'll fill up then. You fill up. Oh, I've spilled. And I'm sorry. And I'm watering.
It's trying to find.
Okay, let me find the balance. You pull back down. You're flat again. Like it's so hard to find that point.
I can honestly say I've never, when I've dieted down stuff like that, I've never went. This is the one. Oh, tell a lie. In fact, me and Taylor actually done a wee photo shoot, so we did. And I was like,
oh, the one that you did with Lindsay?
No, I know that one. Not that I was a lot. I was spilled that one, but I knew I was spilled.
You just went full steam.
Let's just look big.
Yeah.
Everything. That was fucking. I was spilled there, but that was cool. The one before that was pretty goddamn good. But that was the best I ever felt.
Before
the fullness and stuff like that
in Ross's gym.
I
remember that.
I mean, I thought I was going to explode. The first time.
That was a good look.
I'd never felt like that in my life. I was like, oh, what? And see, even for days after, I felt so full because that was the first time I'd used.
It's like the only way that you can like carry a pump. For days.
Absolutely.
Like, everyone says, oh, the pump always fades after the gym. There is one way and one way only
Tell them.
that you can carry that on. And that is get lean, like real lean, then fucking insulin, super draw.
That was the first time I'd ever used. The only time I've actually.
Did you actually use insulin for that?
Aye.
Did you?
And
I love it.
Estrol as well.
I
was like, what is going? Transparency here, people. That was the only time. And I'll probably will use it when I step on stage again. Do you know what I mean?
If you like
mate, this was crazy. I was like, what is this?
As a tangent, right?
Everything was just
insulin is never necessary.
Absolutely not.
But neither is half of the shit that bodybuilders do.
Insulin's such a
growth
risk.
hormone is not necessary.
Like there's so many factors.
Is not necessary. But if it gives you 5%, then sometimes it's worth the risk.
But I think with insulin it is a big risk. You could end up watery.
It's only a big risk if you're a fucking idiot. I think.
If you end up overshooting
because realistically, if you're doing it pre-photo shoot, pre-stage, it's at most probably 5 units pre-stage. With the amount of carbs you're having on the lead
that
up
period
to
of time,
like you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, there is a calculation you can do, but I can't remember exactly.
It's like 10 IU of no.
1 unit for every 40 carb or something.
For every so it's 1 IU for every. Is it 15 or 20 gram of carb or something like that?
Something like that.
Aye.
So you can roughly work it out, and generally speaking, on a peak week, you're not using as much glycogen, so you're storing more of it.
100%.
Well, if you're not, then you're probably fucked.
You're going to be super sensitive anyway, getting a peak week. Do you know
you're going to be super sensitive anyway, and on top of that, you're going to be probably, if you're a guy especially, you're smashing carbohydrates like fuck. So it's probably not that much of a risk. As long as you have a decent coach, you'll be fine. If you have a shit coach, well, then you've got something to worry about.
You're in trouble.
But that's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the beast. So to answer the question, depends on the person. You can't really give a proper answer.
Genuinely, actually does depend on the person. Category, everything.
A really annoying answer, and I'm really sorry. It was Jacob that asked that question. Good question, Jacob. We appreciate you, big dog.
Come on, Jacob.
Now, we have one, and I feel like this is probably good for us too, because we both have quite a lot of female clients.
Yeah.
Recommendations for PEDs that won't make you sound like a dude or grow a penis.
I'll jump into the androgenic side of things. First of all, a very, very subtle dose of Anavar for a very short duration. But that
let's actually
cause over
I think we dive into this because both of us have a lot of experience with females and female PEDs.
Over time, Anavar will still cause virilization. The devil is in not only the dose but the duration of exposure for females.
Just triple D.
The triple D. But if you're looking to stay away completely from the androgenic side of things, you're looking at tools such as metformin, L-carnitine, growth hormone, insulin.
I have a controversial opinion about growth hormone with females.
Aye, what do you feel?
I think that the reason, or one of the reasons that virilizing happens as quickly as it can do when you take anabolics is because of the pairing with growth hormone.
With GH speeds up the process.
Not only does it speed up the process, but realistically, if we look at how GH works, like people say that things grow when you take growth hormone. You're like, oh, my heart grows, or this grows. It's like, no, the muscle, the lining of the muscle gets thicker. It becomes thicker and thicker and thicker, right? Well, that's what happens to your vocal cords. And if you take growth hormone, that just speeds that process up.
Very true.
So I personally would never, unless they really want to, pair growth hormone with anabolics. And
is this anecdotal? Have you read the potential of this occurrence?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It makes sense.
I've seen it happen. I've not had it happen to any clients. But the way I look at it is anabolics do this. So they make the virilizing process happen. And then the growth hormone essentially just makes it happen faster by the way that growth hormone actually works in the body and what it does to, the thickening of the vocal cords because of
at 1 to 2 IU, but a therapeutic dose, do you think would do that?
Yeah, I actually do. But again, that's because you're pairing it with
something.
I think growth hormone on its own, honestly, is probably a waste of money for females. Like, 100%. I really do think it's a waste of money. I personally think the only non-androgenic, the only non-androgenic compound that is really worth it for girls is Clen.
You're right. Clenbuterol, how did I forget about the
It's the only one that I think is worthwhile. Other than that,
you actually see the composition and stuff like that change on a female who's never used Clen before.
Females are more likely to retain muscle on Clenbuterol.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have the same impact on men.
Men,
For women, you are much more likely to retain muscle. Men, you're much more likely to you rely on the anabolics alongside it. Would you be an advocate for Primo? Or do you prefer to stick with Anavar?
Man, I think, see Primo, I think it is, in terms of like the virilization, I think Primo is one where I typically hear for females and they have virilized. That seems to be, for me, the culprit. I would even, in favour, prefer a small amount of fem test potential over primobolan. In all honesty, maybe just marginal slipping outside the natural range for a minute, coming back down, but remaining upwards of your natural range.
I'm actually going to disagree with you there.
You think
I'm pretty strongly...
I'm an advocate of Primo, 100%. At a small dose.
Yeah, I'm pretty strongly against femtest. Personally. I think a lot of coaches pushed it for a long time, and I think that it has too much of an impact hormonally in comparison to Primo and in comparison to Anavar. Primo and Anavar are going to have the biggest impact on lipids.
Definitely.
That's HDL, LDL. Femtest, it's not that I'm against it if you need it, but I think there's a lot of things that you should put in place before femtest. Like, I think as soon as you're actually putting in male hormones into a female,
definitely,
that's where you're like, yes, Primo can virilize, yes, Anavar can virilize too, But as soon as you're putting male hormones into somebody, unless you have to, personally, I'm avoiding it.
I think the caveat to it, with it being in, I do get that 100%. I think the potential good thing that I would look at on the side of that, and alongside growth hormone with this as well, it's like, yes, of course, we're going to be using of course, an exogenous amount of it and stuff like that, but I think it's the kind of, because testosterone is a bioidentical hormone, so it's already like a hormone that's already in your body alongside growth hormone. But I definitely do believe if you fuck that up and you spend too long just outside where the body wants to be,
I also do think, though,
you're going to grow a willy, girls. Oh my god, not
for females, it's not as simple as giving them Clomid, HCG, HMG, and getting their test back.
Back 100%, man.
Females is a lot more complicated.
It's a tricky old one, so it is.
So that's why I would tend to opt, because I can put a guy in a cycle for 2 years, right? And he competes a couple of times, he does cruises and blasts, and then he decides he wants to have children. And I can go, cool, here's a fertility protocol.
Deploy the Clomid.
Clomid, it's HCG, it's HMG. Let the test clear your system for 8 weeks. Then we run this. Then
do you take about 8 weeks before starting PCT?
I would do about 8 personally. Just make sure everything's cleared out, everything's done and dusted. Their levels should be all the way back down to normal. And then it would be introducing. Again, I would look at blood work. I wouldn't just say. I'm just saying Clomid, HCG, and HMG.
That's going to obviously help being able to see blood work and stuff like that as well.
So
that is going to be pretty much. That's pretty much going to be the fucking protocol you're going to use. Do you know what I mean?
But with females, it's not as simple. You can't give them those. You can't just give them that.
Body is complex.
You have to look at random fucking supplements like maca root and fucking...
and times of the months as well. Like, you need to analyse there for the time of the month when they're ovulating, their estrogen, because the estradiol is going to be up and down all over the course of the month. It's hard to get... It's you're playing with fire. And I think coaches who maybe just fling the kitchen sink at it, they just don't give a fuck about the girls.
No, they don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
And to be fair, a lot of the girls...
There's coaches that we know of that have had girls running crazy shit.
It's crazy.
Crazy shit. And it's like, you can ruin people's lives.
Oh, 100%.
And especially females.
You'll never be the same again. Do you know what I mean?
Never be the same again. So I think, look, if you want to go down the path of taking... Look, if you really want to change your physique, you're probably going to have to take... Anabolics, right? Like, I'm talking like, if you have really high competitive aspirations... Like, look, you can use all the L-carnitine and all the GH and all the fucking clen that you want.
You're not going to
But at the end of the day, steroids work,
Aye.
right? And I'm not glorifying it. I don't. Stay natural as long as possible.
Absolutely.
For as long as you want, that's cool. But at the end of the day, I think you're going to have to opt for compounds. If it was me personally, I'm opting for Anavar and
100%
or Primo. No, sorry, not and or Primo. Do
Anavar,
not run them
Primo,
both. Do not run them both at the same fucking time, please, for the love of God.
I like Anavar, man. It's safe. It's predictable.
Femtest is an option if it is absolutely required. But for me personally, I'm steering clear of that.
Yeah.
Again, it also depends on the category that the girl wants to do.
Definitely,
Does she want to be a women's bodybuilder?
Honestly, I think if
you're just taking a small male cycle.
100%.
Like
that's genuinely what's happening there.
And you're turning into a small dude.
It's like the TRT plus for men. Probably more than that.
Do you think
actually.
it's worth touching on dosages, or should we keep that? Should we keep that off the internet?
Yeah, because it gives people the thing to go, I might try this. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be responsible for that.
If you are a female and you are considering PEDs and you want to know more, speak to Calvin, speak to myself.
DM is legit. DM is, because I know it's very taboo as well still for females at this stage, and even any of my female clients who are assisted.
So I would never say who asked the question.
Exactly.
And it's, you know,
any of my female clients who are assisted, I will say to them, they'll be like, oh, if people maybe see and they think I'm changing, I don't really feel comfortable. I say, don't fucking tell anybody. Don't do. I put like maybe certain guys, okay, if you're grown and you're a guy and you're blown up and stuff like that, like, don't be looking so much fucking better and going, oh no, I'm natty, bro, I'm natty. But for females, I think they are harshly judged on it.
Very.
In regards to taking, unfairly judged on it. So I'm like, don't say a fucking thing. If you don't want to talk about it, if you don't want to tell anybody about it, doesn't make you a fake natty, it just makes you comfortable not saying that. But I think...
Anybody can do anything they fucking want.
Anybody can do it.
That's like saying, oh, well, I take coke at the weekend, but I don't want to tell anybody.
It's not
well, that's fake. It's like, no, I just don't want to tell people that I take drugs. I don't want to. What the fuck?
Like, oh, I take coke at the weekend.
Yeah, it's not like people are running about the gym and it's like, you have to sign a disclaimer like, hey, by the way, if you take steroids, you have to tell people.
See, unless you're like posting on Instagram going, my natural physique update, this amount of weeks, natty and stuff like that. Look,
if you're actually lying,
different
story, but
if
not
you're just saying to people,
anything,
I'm not saying
is, as far as I'm concerned,
100%,
totally fine.
and especially for females.
I don't think females should be judged for doing that.
No.
I don't think females should
It's just narrow-minded people that probably just don't understand their goals and understand the true settings behind taking PEDs. And if it's managed, if it's managed carefully, like, are you really going to fuck it up? If you're not
hard to.
It's hard to if you're a twat, then like you've seen
if you know what the fuck you're looking for and what you're trying to do,
100%, man.
Like, it's hard to fuck it up. This is where you do have to have a good relationship with a coach, or you know what you're doing if you're doing it yourself. You need to be able to openly say to that person, like, either I want to push drugs, and that coach has to be able to. I've done this with a client, and I won't say who it was, but like, she wanted to go back on. Yeah. And I said, I don't want you to go back on yet. I said, we need more time. And she was like, well, I kind of want to go back on. And I was like, look, here's the reasons that I don't want you to. If I've given you all of them and you still want to do it, cool. But here's the reason why I want to wait. If you can have that conversation with a coach, fantastic. Aye. You know you've got a good one. If that coach is like, hey, I know this is going to make you look 100 times better, but my plan was to wait longer. Aye. You know, and if they then don't want to and they want to go straight away, then
there's only so much you can do.
There's only so much you can do.
100%, man.
And as long as you then do it safely and like, you know, then it's a bit down to the blood work and all the rest of it.
Don't just if there's a guy coming up to you in the gym, which you get. I've had people like their ex-boyfriend giving them this and saying, take that amount of this. You've got next thing you've got a female on 50 milligram Anavar. And you're like,
for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you're like,
you're round. Just part of your supplementation. But be cautious, girls. Be cautious. Track use a voice tracking app to see if your voice is changing.
Or just
track
send voice notes. Just send voice notes to your coach.
Send voice notes to your coach.
Like send voice notes to your coach. Just like every week when you check in, just be like, hey, just checking in. A normal check in. Like a smart coach, someone who knows that their female is taking PEDs, will look for those. Like if I notice it, I'm like, all right, okay, I'm picking up on that a wee bit here. You know, like just keep on top of it.
I've got a nice wee verilisation protocol that I like to put in place for my female clients, like a voice tracking app, check like clitoral and hair growth and stuff like that, and abnormal areas, jawline growth, basal metabolic, basal temperature and stuff like that, track cycle, all that sort of stuff, man. You need to make sure like all that stuff's covered, because before you know it, if you're not a fucking idiot with it, you're going to be fine.
And you know what? This is an unpopular opinion as well. I actually think that you can reverse it to a certain extent.
I do believe that, by the way, because you've seen... Did you ever watch that documentary? Was it the girl that wrestled guys like that?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
So when she was fucking assisted, basically a guy, she looked and sounded like a guy. And then as it was going to, later on in life, like further down the line, she looked not...
Very womanly again.
Like she went back to kind of... So I think to a degree...
Look, I don't think you're ever going to turn into your 16-year-old self all over again, right? Aye. And look, I'm sorry to say, but if your clit gets bigger, your tatties, right?
That's grown.
That's not going back down.
You ain't reducing that.
But like, if you've got the sort of stronger jawline and maybe a slightly deeper voice, and like, and you come away from the drugs and you spend time off of them for long periods of time, I genuinely do believe that females start to soften up again, and their physique 100%. Starts to soften up, and their face starts to look more feminine again.
Well, that happens to guys when they come off. Have you seen like the Larry Wheels when he's blasting all kinds of train and then he comes off? So it looks like a baby again. Yeah. Young man.
I do think there's something to be said for that as well.
Absolutely, man. I agree with you.
I think ultimately at the end of the day, females need good advice when it comes to this stuff. So take advice from people that you trust. Take advice from people that you value their opinion.
100%, man.
Don't ever let a fucking coach dictate to you that you should take drugs. Like, don't get me wrong. I've had female clients tell me their competitive aspirations, and I've said to them, this is probably going to require this. Just you need to be realistic. But no coach should be saying you have to. You have to take. You have to step away from that shit straight away.
I can't stand it. I don't even bring up the conversation. I don't even bring up the conversation about putting clean in with any of my clients, male or female. Yeah, like, I wouldn't even go to that degree.
You know what? If they're open for it. And I've got a good relationship with
them. They're open for it, and I'm like, let's go.
I'm like, welcome to the team. Do it. Like, I'm cool. That's fine. As long as, again, I just make sure that if I'm putting something in place, the risks are explained.
100%.
This is what the risks are. Please make sure you're aware of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're the same. I know Taylor's the same.
100%.
Like, we're all very cautious when it comes to stuff like that. So
we're not irresponsible at all.
No. But hopefully that answers your question. I feel like that was a little bit of fucking waffle. But
I saw we wanted to get that out. I think a lot of females would have took for that.
I hope so.
Ken.
And again, if you want to know more, you can message either one of us. We'll be happy to help. I mean, you could probably message Taylor as well, but he's not here to back himself up. So. But I'm sure he's the exact same. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Let's go. Hit me, baby.
Ideal post-show / recovery phase. What should it look like?
Come off gear, do not rebound. Listen, like...
I fucking hate that, by the way.
What, the rebound?
Like when people are still blasting post, unless it's been strategically timed.
Well, you've only been cycling for maybe 8-10 weeks or something like that in the prep. That is the only reason. Get off, man. Get healthy. Get the drugs
Let's
out.
actually touch on assisted and non-assisted. But you run through assisted first.
You want me? Right, okay, so assisted bodybuilding prep, let's say you're taking a prep 15, 20, 25 weeks. Maybe your duration of exposure is 20 weeks. Obviously, you're escalating PDs over that period of time. You're putting your body under a lot of stress. You're using oral steroids as well. There's so many factors and stressors that come alongside it. High cardio, just the amount of stress you're putting your body through to get your body into that shape, okay? People are slightly delusional. I'm not saying there's not a gram built, okay? All your body wants to do when you get to the end of the prep is get healthy, okay? People do this rebound. They maybe slap on 30, 40 pounds in this rebound phase for 6 to 8 weeks, whatever it may be, where you continue. By the way, just so people are unaware, a rebound is when you are pushing anabolics over the course of your prep, and then when prep comes to an end, you proceed to push the anabolics up into an off-season whilst driving up food at the same time. And listen, I do believe to a degree there's going to be some tissue built there, to a degree, but I think all you're really slapping on is a shit ton of glycogen's going in. You're going to be retaining a hell of a lot of water. You're going to find you're getting stronger. You're going to find you're getting bigger. When you pull the drugs out, you turn soft as shit. So you do. You will turn very, very soft. I think the best thing you can do is diet down. Get ready for your prep. Compete. Pull out the drugs. Go to a nice TRT. Steadily increase food, hold a good bit of condition, get yourself healthy, bring body weight up a little bit, because that's all your body wants to do is get fat on for at least the first 6 to 8 weeks. If you're truly skinned, it just wants to get body fat on. You need to have body fat to build muscle tissue. So if you're trying to slam on one without the other, it's not going to happen. And you don't want to get any more unhealthier than you've just been within a prep. So in my opinion, and I know coaches, and I'm friends with coaches who are in the opinion of rebounding the shit out of somebody, if again they're in the position to do so. For me,
I think the issue is when they're not in the position to do so and they do it anyway.
It's fucked up.
That's when it's fucked.
You're playing. So, like, think out on at times. There's times in prep where you feel unhealthy and you're like, I don't feel good. My body doesn't feel good, and it's obviously just due to the stress that's upon the body as well.
What's your approach? Approach? Hello, Blair. Word. What's your approach to training post show?
Post-show, so this is a massive factor as well. I'd like to put in a deload, but I think it's the worst thing you can do, because psychologically that person's just been in the gym for 20 weeks shooting towards this big goal. And if you, now don't get me wrong, at the back end of your prep, your training volume is going to be shit anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, there'll be some sets that are maybe one working sets, there'll be some maybe hinges that have been pulled out just at the back end of prep. So I would like to get a deload in there, but after the week after prep, I'd be like, go into the gym, enjoy yourself, have a bit of fun, don't train like a fucking maniac. Just to allow them to that kind of ease their way back, because you know what people are like, as soon as they go off stage and it's off season time, they're like, right, in the gym, Monday morning, let's go. Right after
it was fucking so stupid.
It's so stupid. But you take that away from somebody, they can almost feel instantly lost taking that, because they've just spent so much time in the gym. It's like their sanctuary. So I'd try and just let them have a bit of fun in the gym for the next 7 to 10 days, and then say, right, I think we should take a deload now. 47-day deload, freshen them up, and then start to taper up that training volume from a nice angelic set point.
Would you introduce a training plan straight away, or would you maybe keep their training plan the same?
Nah, quite so I wouldn't be a favour against doing both, but quite typical.
Depends on the person.
I would be happy with that. Or I'd quite typically, I've got a new split set up, and I'll be like, right, we're going to ease ourselves in, nothing crazy, just go and find some baseline numbers, get used to the movements and stuff like that.
See, I quite like running the same program that they were doing before, because I'm like, if I give you a new program with new movements,
you're going to go crazy.
You're going to either go mental or you're going to be extremely sore.
Aye.
And I'm like, right now you don't need extreme soreness.
You're right. Just keep cracking on.
Yeah, so I'm like, look, keep your current program for a little bit.
And how different is it going to be? Do you know what I mean? It's just that, I've got a new program, need to log some numbers.
I mean, Olive still hasn't got her new program yet, because
just let her taper up.
I've just been giving her session by session. I'm just like, right, here's what I want you to do.
Good.
I mean, can you handle that? She tells me, she's like, I can handle that. And she's like 8 weeks post show.
Aye. Right? It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. It really does take time.
How would you approach? You would kind of approach it like
I'm very much the same. My number one focus post show is health.
Aye, absolutely, man.
Like,
it's got to be.
You have
killed yourself,
pounding yourself for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It's crazy.
This is not the time for progress.
No,
this is the time for health, well-being, longevity.
Absolutely.
This is, and I'm talking mentally too.
100%.
Like, you've not had a meal with your family in fucking weeks. Go and enjoy a meal. You've not had a holiday. Oh, actually, one thing I'm going to say: do not under any circumstances, book a holiday
No.
for the week after a show.
Please, no.
Please, for the love of God,
Don't do it.
Don't do that. Book it
Don't
for
do
4
it.
weeks post-show. And the reason I say 4 weeks is it lets your body come back to somewhat normal. Your body is going to be a sponge in the first 4 weeks. So be sensible.
That first 20 pounds can go on like that.
If you go away to fucking America,
Oh no, the worst place.
or anywhere,
All inclusive.
you're like, oh, I've never had so many Maxibon ice creams, and I've never had so many Fanta Limons.
We were tanking that shit
They're
in
so
Marbella.
good in Marbella,
The
aren't they?
Maxibons,
Oh, they're
mate.
so good.
Every single
I'm
night.
so excited for
when
them.
we were on the Maxibons,
Oh,
so
they're
good.
so class, man.
So fucking good.
But as soon as you start smashing Maxibons and Fanta Limons,
It's going.
you're a fucking
going right
tatties,
to the
man.
gut.
You're
Aye.
absolute tatties.
Aye.
So book your holidays for later on. But initially, my number one focus is recovery. So generally speaking, dietary fats are ramped straight away. Dietary
them
fats are pretty much a gram per kilo.
Which is needing down.
I'm pretty much straight up there for about 4 weeks. And then after that, I start readjusting the macro values so that then I shift the fats down a touch, bias carbohydrates a bit more, protein. Initially, I'll probably increase it.
Yeah.
Then I'll bring it back down to a baseline level. I'm not a massive believer in like really high protein.
I'm with you on that.
I'm gram per pound max. Like,
Aye.
that's my...
Nah, I'm pretty with you on that as well. Taylor likes to push protein a little bit, so he does, and I'm just going to do what my coach tells me to do. I don't do it for my clients.
Yeah, I do it myself,
Aye.
but my personal preference is... This is actually a really good point because it just goes to show that like just because your coach does something, you don't do it for everybody else.
Because I don't push protein high for my clients. Moderate, not low, moderate.
Moderate, yeah.
But Taylor was the highest I've ever been on, which again, is there a massive difference? I don't know, maybe...
It's hard to know.
It's hard to know, isn't it, really, man?
I also think it's personal preference, how you like your meals. Like, do you love having 200 grams of chicken per meal, or would you rather have more potatoes?
The now I don't want fuck all.
No, you're like, I'd rather have less of everything. But I think ultimately post-show recovery...
You're absolutely right, man.
It's got to be... For me, I'll get someone to do day-on, day-off training.
Yeah,
So
that's a good shout.
I'll get them to do day-on, day-off training. I'll get them to, go and get massages, go and get, go and fucking sit in a sauna for a while. Like, go and just chill. Like, go
Just
and
trying
fucking...
to control them into it and just be like, calm down. I know you're eager to get going, stuff is coming.
I'm having conversations with Olive every week, and she's like, I'm not progressing. And I'm like, good. I don't need you to progress. I need you to
100%.
recover. You still feel fucked. I need you to feel
it takes
better.
time. And body weight going up gradually as well, that's just going to help towards that recovery.
Look, you got to get fat on, ladies and gents.
Man.
You've got to get body fat on.
Nobody enjoys gaining fat, but it's got to be done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the unfortunate, it's the nature of the beast.
But I think we're kind of similar on the approach there.
Yeah.
Get healthy, basically.
Get healthy, man. Get healthy.
Get healthy.
And if you are doing the rebound with the drugs, then please make sure that that's accounted for in your prep timeline.
Yeah, 100%.
So you've not started taking the drugs until about 8 to 10 weeks out.
Yep.
That means you've then got that 16, 18, 20-week runway.
Yep.
Instead of being like, I've been on cycle for 20 weeks and now I'm going to do an extra 10.
It's crazy.
Terrible plan.
Terrible.
Plan. Yeah. And by the way, natural or not natural, run bloods after your prep.
100%.
8 weeks, maybe?
Absolutely. I think about that 6 to 8 weeks recovery time, and then get a look at them. And again, expect to still see some markers off. Typically,
Shit's still going to be fucked up.
for naturals compares typically testosterone's probably going to be in there. I've seen some of my clients.
Sex
like
hormones are going to be fucking humped.
Aye.
But that means you got in condition.
Aye, that means you got shredded
You got
to the
fucking
bone.
peeled, ladies and gents.
Take victory on the testosterone percentage, the same as your granny.
Yeah, she's probably beating you.
That's yeah.
We have been going for, I believe that is...
How long are we on?
1 hour and 36.
Jesus, it's been fun.
Although we kind of fucked about a little bit at the start, so I'll...
Aye, true.
You want to do one more?
Go for it. I'm having fun.
I want to do one more. This is an easy one, just to finish us off. Early 2025 Olympia predictions, top 6.
Shit. Open?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know any other class. I only know the wellness girls by their hair.
Is that what you're looking at?
Aye.
I was looking at their heels.
Oh, their
Have you
heels
never
are
seen
lovely,
their heels
to be
are
fair.
lovely?
I
The
get too
diamonds and
distracted
all
by the Brazilian music. The Latinas. Vamos.
God bless wellness. God bless Brazil.
Are you into like the open bodybuilding?
Aye, I mean,
do you like follow it? You're like
drawn to the freaks, aren't we?
Okay, right.
Aye.
Okay, cool. I wasn't
Not
sure if you were
pure-
like if you were all about the Ryan Terry sort of like flair. You know what I mean?
The hand.
The mixing bowls.
I'll
bro.
never do
The
that, by the way.
bowls.
You'll see me on stage, I will have a tight fist. None of this.
None of the mixing bowl.
None of the mixing bowls, that we call it, the mixing bowl.
Right, so...
Right,
do you want to do them in order?
You go. Aye.
Okay. This is tough, bro. This is tough. I actually think...
I'm going to write them down in case you say the exact same as me, right?
Okay. Are you writing down your ones right now?
Aye, I'm going to write them down.
So I'm gonna quickly lay out my top 6 competitors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say Samson, Hadi, Derek, Nick, Andrew, Martin.
Yeah.
So that's my top 6, right? Now the order. Oh, bro, I could throw a right spanner in the works here because this is what I want to happen. I'm gonna go with what I want to happen.
Andrew Jack? No.
No. Nick.
Nick, aye.
Nick number 1.
Aye.
And I think Nick can be Mr. Olympia.
100%, man.
So I'm gonna
Absolutely.
say, oh, bro, but this is so difficult because
he has the mass.
okay, I'm
monster.
gonna say Nick, Samson, Hadi, Derek. Oh, I don't know if I like that at all, actually.
No, I like that.
Andrew and Martin.
Aye. I'd
That's
like to see. Well, it has to fucking qualify for it actually first.
Who?
Nathan Dash in the mix.
oh, bro, he's not even top 10 in my opinion.
Nah, you don't like him, man. I think he's fucking physique's sick.
I think it's awesome, but I don't think he's getting
Like,
the top
see
10.
in comparison to structure wise for
I think
like.
Tonio's better than
Think so?
Nathan. Yeah, I think I think
Aye, well,
Tonio's
fuck,
so
you've missed him out there.
Tonio's not getting top 6.
Right.
Do you know who I think could potentially get into that top 6 if he could get a fucking visa? Is Beirut.
Aye, 100%. Higme as well.
Bro, he's so good.
Who else?
Who are you thinking of?
No top 6, but this is probably top 10. What's his name? Michael.
Crizzo.
Aye.
Nah, bro. I'm not a big
You don't
Crizzo
like
fan.
him? I think he's just a freak. I think it's just a
He's
mass,
a freak.
man.
What about Rubiel?
I think it's ugly.
It is ugly.
It's
eh?
ugly, man.
But it's cool.
So it's so fucking cool.
It's cool, but
it's like,
fucking
whoa, it
hideous,
looks like a
man.
car crash.
Aye,
You're
fucking
just
hell.
like,
Car
what the
crash
fuck
and
is
muscle.
that? His legs just look like 2 giant tumours.
Ah, they do.
Didn't
To be
they?
fair.
It looks like tumours.
Wild though. Right, come on.
Right,
Top 6.
so I think, honestly, unless politics play a part, I think Nick will win it. That's why I'm going to go with what I honestly think is going to be Derek, Samson, Nick, Hadi, and Andrew. I think Hadi's going to slide.
Who's your 6th though? Martin. Remember, Hunter's not doing it.
Hunter the Bad are not doing it, no.
Nah, I don't know if Raphael's doing it either.
It's probably going to be Martin until.
I think it's got to be, doesn't it?
It just makes sense in comparison to
Martin was
previous.
4th last year.
Aye. And then they won the Prague show.
And he won Prague, beat Chris Bumstead.
But if C-Bum comes back and wins home, better start praying now. Aye, I'll go with Martin.
So you're saying
And
so
now
you
we
think
can go
Derek,
back.
you think Derek's winning the show?
I think Derek will win it. He's the American dream, isn't he, man?
Do you know what I really don't like about Derek, bro? The fucking Bible bashing.
Aye, pure godly.
Oh, bro.
Like,
Look, I don't care if you're religious or not,
I know, but he rinses it.
but get that
Like,
shit.
God
to
got me
fuck.
here.
Oh, yeah.
No, Tren got
It's
you
all
here.
because of God.
God would
Yeah,
not.
God does
What
not
does-
supply you with steroids. And I mean, he does supply him with wonderful genetics.
He does. God has blessed you
Well,
with
actually, no, it's his
genetics.
parents.
Yeah, true. True.
So
came from mum and dad.
I'm not a big fan of the Bible bashing sort of.
Yeah, I think
religious.
it's an American thing. Like
He's
every
American, eh?
family in America goes to church and stuff. It's like Sunday church time, which again I don't mind, man. Big up.
I've got to
big
be
up
honest,
the
man.
Christ.
I'm a huge fan of Nick. Like,
Aye, he's a freak,
I just love him so
and his
much,
attitude
man.
as well. He just
I love
doesn't
his
he
attitude.
doesn't give a fuck
It's,
into
it's
it.
the attitude I want
But
to
do they
have.
like him? Does the IFBB like him?
Why not? Why would they not like him?
Like
He's the most popular.
because he had I know he had the kind of beef with what's his name?
Oh, no, fucking.
Yeah, aye.
What's Bob?
Bob.
Fuck Bob.
Fuck Bob. Has to give a t-shirt saying that, didn't he?
Aye, something like that.
I think that's fucking brilliant. So it is.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, I honestly, I'd love to see Nick win it. Absolutely loved it. And I don't see why he can't.
Taylor fucking hates Nick's physique.
Does he?
It's so funny.
But does he just think it's because it's dead
He's just,
blocky?
it's fucking ugly, and I'm like, bro, he looks fucking awesome.
It's so cool.
Look, do I want to look like that? No.
Fuck, your quality of life would be horrific.
But bro, he looks wild.
It looks so good. It looks.
I'm really
and
impressed
I
with
think-
what he's done with
see
Kyle.
the varicose veins and stuff like that. I think they just look
I think
sick.
it adds to it, bro.
It adds to the freak,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I know people don't love that because, you know, classic bodybuilding and, you know, small weights.
Aye, but it's not about, open's a different gravy. It's just get as big as you can.
Aye, it's a different kettle of fish.
And you see that, don't you, when they're next to one another?
Yeah. There we go, ladies and gents.
Aye. Thank you so much.
Got some questions. We will be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. Taylor will be with us this time. And then...
We love you, Taylor. We miss you.
Anything you want to touch on?
No, again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it with me and Blair today. Aye, Big Taylor will be back. And aye, it's been a bloody blast. God bless you all.
Thank you again to Pit Stop. Thank you again to Bulletproof. We love you all.
Love you.
Peace and love. See you soon.